The first lungful of new mown grass in the spring, yes. Nothing says happiness like that. I had a charming little event last night that I want to tell you about. Lulu and Insley have become friends now. They were on the love seat last night, and that was a pretty significant event in itself, sharing the love seat. Insley was on the right, Lulu was on the left. They were curled up in their corners watching TV. The boys were on the pad on the floor by the wood stove. Everything was peaceful. I looked over at them after sometime during the evening, and they were both laying on their sides, full out. Insley's head was up against Lulu's tail, rear end. Just both of them were zonked out, totally asleep, very much at peace with each other and the world. Oh my gosh, it was so rewarding, fulfilling to see these two reach a point where being together, this is their third time together, and that was the third day, yesterday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, yeah. And they are playing together now. I did have to take the toys away. So I got other toys out, thinking, well, they'll each have a toy. They'll have fun playing with the... No. They were sharing very well. Insley especially. If Lucky had a toy that Insley wanted, no, she let him have it. Walked away, found another one. Oh, wow. But I did notice that they were having sort of a standoff. Lucky had the toy at his feet, and Insley was standing just looking at him, and I turned away and Lucky finally had gotten to the point where, no, I don't want to let you have this. So I took all the toys and put them up on the countertop. Then last night, when it was time to go to bed, I did catch Insley the day before attacking Lulu's food dish in the bathroom. Lulu has been free choice all her life. So how do you weigh this? You got both of the boys, and then you got Insley that really wants to get at her food when nobody's looking. Now, I was waiting for it. She was good. I caught her once a day earlier looking at it like she was going to go at it, and I really gave her no. But then yesterday afternoon I heard the scrabbling of food in the dish. I hollered, no, and ran in there, and she had already consumed half of the food like in 15 seconds. So now I have to just leave it up for the whole day. Lulu doesn't get to eat except once a day. That's at night when we're all locked up in our rooms, and she's out on the love seat by herself and safe. I put her dish out here then, and then a little later in the evening in the night I hear her eating. But time for bed last night. So I called Insley down from the love seat, got into my routine, our routine, which means she goes to her kennel. She didn't want to go to her kennel. She kind of wandered around in the bedroom like, well, what do? I really don't want to go in my kennel. I want to do something else. So I left the bathroom, followed her, and she had just jumped back up on the love seat. And I called her. She wouldn't come. She wouldn't jump down. So I had to go over there and take a hold of her collar and just help her down. I didn't have to yank her, tug at her. I just got her collar, and as I pulled on it, she got down and went into the bedroom, went into the kennel, and I went back in the bathroom, and then she came back out of her kennel. That's when it occurred to me, she likes being with Lulu. She wants to be with Lulu on the love seat. And then I thought, well, why not? I don't care. I mean, oftentimes I get up in the morning and she's left her kennel and is out on the love seat. But that is before we have Lulu here, and Lulu's food is out there, her only one time a day that she can eat. I can't let Insley out there. She would eat it in an instant. So that has to be off our plate, off her plate, off her dog dish. But it was very fulfilling to see that Insley had that mentality, that she wanted to be out there with Lulu. And I think she looks up to Lulu as the maternal partner in the house. just like Lulu used to look up to Suki. Anyway, lots of adventure and drama and love on the bog. I had come out here intending to split that final batch of wood. 75 degrees, cooler than yesterday. Yeah, what's the problem? The problem is the sun. It's veiled, hazy sun from the Canada smoke. But we got rain forecast for tomorrow and Thursday. Not large amounts of rain, but it's rain nonetheless, and that means cloudy, and I'll be able to be out and work without the sun being a factor. I have seen no activity from the gophers in the last week, at least. Week, 10 days. And I think it's because Insley's here. She's been taking an active interest in the gopher mounds and the gopher holes when there are some, and digging them up, snout down in there. I think they're very well aware there's an animal of prey here. I haven't seen this unactive ever. And these mounds here that I'm going to be scraping up, they were evolving 2 weeks ago. The gophers saw them and said, oh hey, look at this. No, they didn't see them, they made them. And nothing more has been done since Insley engaged their presence. I've got the collar on her. First time in, what, 3 weeks? Going to Otter Pond. I know she would love to get in the water. Lulu's trailing. Don't know how it's going to work out with one dummy. What's she tugging for? Ducks. Duck. Marsh marigolds. Oh, look at them. Lovely, beautiful, bright, sunshiny. Look for her. Yeah, there she goes. Damn it. I whistled 3 times now. Am I gonna have to give her the shock? She's got the leash on her. I gave her the beep. Oh, look at that, look at that. Good girl. Good girl. She's swimming. I don't want the leash on her. She's going to get hung up. Come on. That's a girl. No! Oh boy. The best of my thinking went south almost instantly with her. My thinking was that the collar on around her neck is very much of a presence, and she would understand that, associate it with, training. And when she took off, dropped the dummy, and she and Lulu ran across the berm to the other side. And then I beeped her and whistled, and she came running back. And like 2 months ago, she ran right past me around the berm onto the shore. You saw that part. And now she's gone. Lulu's right behind me. And I swore the last time that she got loose like this for 45 minutes, and I walked the entire property with Dennis's property. I said I will never go through this again. And my last hope was putting the collar on her. It fazed her not a bit. As far as I know, it's not working. It's not beeping. It's not doing anything. I turned the damn thing on. I made sure of that. There's pretty much nothing else to do than resign myself to having a dog that I've got to have on a lead, a run, under control at all times. Like we walked down to Otter Pond just now, I had her on leash. Or within 30 seconds, she would have gone faster and faster and then been out of sight. And I'm not going to go looking for her this time. She'll have to come back when she's ready. And I can't live with a dog like that. She's back. It was a drama. It was a drama. We're down on the path to Dennis's impoundment. That's the spot between Otter Pond and the bridge, South Pool. I sent Lulu in here. Go get her. Go get her. She did. She found her. And I was calling and whistling. And then I saw them together, and she was tearing like usual. Insley was. Headed off back out down the trail, and I beeped her. She circled around and no intention of coming to me. And I finally gave her a shock, probably about a 4-second shock, and she was running through the underbrush over in there, and she squealed and squealed. Oh, I knew it was working, and I stopped it and called her, come on, and she did. Bless her heart. She came and got 2 fabulous treats. Now she knows what the shock is, and she knows it stopped when she came to me. At first, when I shocked her and she was squealing, I thought, oh, she turned to go away, and I thought, oh, she's going to run away from it, like our Easy did many years ago. So I called her. She turned around, came right at me. Good girl, Lulu. You need a treat too. You need a treat too. Yeah, good girl. Okay. Come on, Insley. Hold on. Okay. Oh my gosh. She seems none the worse for scarred. God, maybe that will have taught her. Don't run off. When I'm calling you, when I'm whistling, you need to come, or it's not going to be pleasant for you. I hate that the world is like that we have to inflict pain to teach. I have to believe that how I handled that in my ignorance. When she I didn't keep shocking her once she turned toward me. Come on. And when she got to me, she was very relieved to be free of that really awful pain. And I only had it set on number 3 of 16 levels. I can't imagine the 16. If she screeched like that on number 3. Anyway, when she got to me, she sat on request. I gave her instantly one of the super treats, and then I squatted down next to her, and that's when she laid back on my thighs. I gave her another treat right away, just to solidify how wonderful it is to be with me and to come to me. And when I say in my ignorance, I mean it. This is all brand new to me, and I know the concepts, but that's an awful dim reality of experience and knowing what you're doing with us. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm talking about. Come on. No, don't go that way. Come on. I'm really curious to know what role Lulu played in that rescue. It's the second time that she seems to have been involved. And when we were out in the field at the trailhead of the impoundment, and I said, go get her, and she immediately headed down the trail like she knew something. Okay, now we're really over the hump. Called her. You can do it. I know you can. Gave her the beat. Oh, God, I don't want to have to shock her.